Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. We're going to do part 5 for The Magical Dawn by Hanna Karlzon, and we're working on the double page here. And this is what we got so far. Let's see. Part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 is this one. And we're going to do this little bottle here. These here, a couple of these little guys down here. We're going to be doing the background hopefully today too. So we're going to start here with this bottle. I'm going to do it in green. I've decided, since I did this in blue, I don't know, I could do it in blue too, I guess. I don't know. I'm counting my blues. It might not be bad in a blue color down here, because I think there's enough difference between those, but I don't know about that part. Maybe a change there. Let me do what I do normally here. I will take the blue colors and just color them on a tag. I just got these here. We're just going to add a couple of those blues here. I'll throw in a white because I don't know where the other color is, but there we go. So we can do it in blue. Then I see how much blue we have here, or I could do it in green. I think I'll go ahead and do it in the greens, just because I can make it a little brighter and not so dark here. On a couple of my pages I used the lime peel, the pale sage, and the moss green, and left out the green ochre, which I may just put on the bottom and let the light go up to the top. So that depends. And I'm going to make sure all these are sharp. So what I'm going to do is get the camera down and we'll work on this little guy here, and I will sharpen all my pencils so you don't have to hear it. So we'll be right back. Okay, here we go. We're going to go ahead and start with the lime peel here. And it's kind of a brighter green. Yeah, this reminds me of a beaker. Now, when I say that, it's usually filled with some slimy thing that you worked on as a science experiment. So, I don't know why, but I just think it needs to have this brighter green inside of it. But it's just the glass. There's nothing in it because it is an empty thing they stuck a candle in. But we're still going to have that nice bright green in here. Looks to me I have a little bit more of a candle up there than I realized, so I'll have to fix that up. Okay. This down here is going to be black. I'm not sure how much of it, so we'll go ahead and put some of this green down here. This would be black. Put some in here too, because I'm not sure till I get there what that's going to turn into. And I can always erase, but I can't always get the blend the same if I don't start it now. So there we go. We're going to make the bottom of the glass darkest and then go upward and make it lighter. Okay, so we're going to bring in the moss green down here. Get it nice and dark down that area. And then on this side. Almost looks like a cheese wedge. So how is everybody? We had a nice big rainstorm and our air quality is actually pretty decent, which I'm happy about. And it looks to me like the weather is going to change. So we have a couple of nice days and then we'll just get a nice, wonderful week of rain. I know that sounds funny, but it's becoming fall and I like rain in the fall. Okay, pale sage. Gonna go in here, just go over those. And bring that up. Hello, little spider. Gonna go around his legs a little bit, very lightly here. I'm gonna throw some white in there. Okay. If we want it just a bit darker here, I'm going to throw in a little of the green ochre just on that line and down here on the bottom. Okay. Going to bring in the white. Just go along the edge here. Blend it in with that. Try your best not to touch the spider's legs or the blue, or you'll bring in those colors like I did down here. Okay, and go back in with the lime peel. Kind of blend that around a little bit with your finger. You can use a blending stump, whatever you like. Okay, on the top we have to darken this up here a little bit. That is the moss green. Darken that side up. Just a touch there. Then we're going to bring in the sky blue light. We're going to color in our little candle here. A little of the Slate Blue. And a tiny bit of the Indigo. Okay. I'm going to bring in I don't know if you can read that, Caran d'Ache full blender, but of course this is broken, so it's a little bit of a blender. Very lightly, we're going to go over all that green and white. Trying again not to touch any of the blue. There we go. And on my desk somewhere I will find a black pencil. Maybe, possibly. Yes. Okay. We're going to put a little black down in here. Just because I want that darker. Lighter on the top, darker on the bottom. And there we go. All right. I'm going to move the camera and then we'll get over to the other side. Okay, so here we go. We're going to attempt to do these little guys here. Now I've mentioned this before, I'm not the best at these. I'm going to try to put in a few of these colors that are around here into the gems because they'll reflect the colors that are around them. But I am not the best at doing this. You could probably put into the YouTube section if you want to know how to do gems or crystals or whatever better than what I'm putting down here. You can probably find some other people that have better tutorials for this. I'm going to just take the blue as a base because I need some blue over here. And I'm just going to take like a little portion of it up here is the dark. And then if this is at the top, I want to switch the one down below to the bottom. You can probably bring it up halfway, but you don't want them top. It'll look a little off. And then if we put it in the corner up here, we'll want to put it in the corner over here. Just the opposite, and not go down as far. Now if you want some up here, put it over here and maybe just go crossed. Okay, and then on this side we can go up here. You just don't want the blues touching, you want them off-centered. And if you put blue right in this area, you don't want to put it right here, you want to make them separate. Sorry. So let's see. we have blue at the top up there, so we can put blue here. And then up on this side. And then maybe a touch over here. We're going to be putting lots of different colors in here, so keep that in mind. Some blue there. We'll put a little blue down here. And maybe a touch of it just right here. Okay, let's see, this one. It's got a little more purple up here, so we can put the blue here. And probably here. Over on this side. And this one I'll put here. Down there. This one over here. I'm just kind of giving it a, like some of them are going to be darker, some of them are going to be lighter. Just pick and choose where you want it. I think we'll come down on this one. Now, a lot of people will change the lines to white after you're done coloring it all in, which is a great look. I didn't change any of the other lines to white, so I probably won't down here. Now, if you want all of your crystals to look the same, what I would suggest right about now is you go through all the ones that are down here and put the same color on them. If you want them all to be different, make them all different. I'm gonna just bring some of this to the other side and kind of work them all together. Now there are round ones down here. I'm going to do those different. There's some really odd shaped ones. So, I mean, they're all going to be done just a little bit different. Just going to throw some more color in on this one over here. And boy, this one. Okay, it's just a touch here, a touch there. I wanted to bring the blue across the page. Okay, we're going to bring in a little green because we have green all over. We're going to go in with the light green, so this is the pale sage. And we're going to run that right next to that blue. You can blend it into some of it or just touch the other side of it. You don't have to do all of them, just so it has a little green and everything. This is a good blender too. Sorry, just thought, oh, Seahawk colors. Football game tonight. And we're just going to stick it over here too, like that. This is just so I can remember what I did. Either that or I have to watch the video again. It's not like I like watching my own videos. But if I forget what I did, then I have to. Okay, so we've got the blue and the green. And I'm going to throw in a little bit of the peach in here. I don't want to use it as a blender, I just want to get the color in on these pieces. And I left some blank for that reason. Oh, we didn't add any green in there. Should have. Okay, then we're going to bring in some white. Hold on a minute. Okay, we take the white and we're going to kind of add it in and, whoops, that's what I get for sharpening not too much. Right in over here. It's not going to show up too much, but what I want to make sure I do is not go over some of these colors with too dark of a color. So I'm just bringing in the white to do that. It also blends the colors that I didn't get blended. And it'll keep them separate. Okay. Especially like in this one where it goes up like that and shines. But I want to make sure I get it on everybody. Even, you know, in the areas that I didn't color before. There we go. One, it lightens everybody up, blurs everybody together, and make sure the next coat I put on will not be too dark. Okay, so we have the pink from his tummy, blue from the smoke, green from the frog and the bottle that's over here, and we have to bring in some darker pinks. Now, depending on how dark you want to go here is what we're going to decide. We also need to bring in some purple. I forgot about that. Where's the purple? That's black. Purple. Black grape. Okay. We'll bring in some purple. We'll kind of go in where the blues are and add a little purple. Maybe where the pinks are too. We want to add some pink in here too, so we got to be careful not to overdose this with the purple. And I think a little up here too. Okay, now we're going to go in with the, that was the black grape. We're going to go in with the black raspberry. And put a little of the pink in here. Okay, we're going to bring in a tiny bit of, I might go with pink rose. And just blend that in a little bit better. I think we can probably use that on the purple too. I don't know if it works on the purple as well. So we'll bring in the lavender for that. I'm gonna find out where I put the pink. Okay, and I'm gonna sharpen that so it has a better point. Ugh, grade lavender here. Is that what this is too? Yeah, okay. And we'll do the purple with that color. Clinking on all that stuff again. Sorry about that. Okay. Nice and colorful, aren't they? We're going to go through a couple of these with some white. Just knock them back down a little bit. All right. Let's see. If we go through some of these and put some white lines on them. I'll be inking this, so I want to be careful here and not put too much of this on right now. Only because when I ink, it'll get on that Posca and it'll cover it. So I'm just going to show you if I can get it to work here. if you put it on somehow, it changes it. Okay, and you can take it up one side. I mean, you can go over all the lines if you want to. Some of them are nice when they're dark. You can go down, make lines on them, do whatever you want. I'll probably be doing that off camera. If you think that they got too white, just go over it with a very light-handed pencil, and you can knock down that whiteness of it. You can use any color if you want, but I think that'll look okay. It'll go with the page, at least. It's a little bright. But I'm going to do all the little gems. We're going to put in a lot of ink on here, and they'll stand out a little bit better. Okay, what else do I need to do? I need to do the tags in the inside of the bottles before I do the inking. So, let me check on that. Okay, we're going to do this little tag here. I'm going to do it in the lime peel and the pale sage, just because I want to bring that brighter green over here to this side of the page. So we're going to do this tag in this. And just brighten that up a little here. We're going to do the number in black, I believe. Okay. Add a tiny bit of the green moss around the stitching. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Some yelling outside. They're having a drive-by birthday party. For our neighbor's house here, so we'll probably be hearing a little honking and loud car movement. Okay. I can't see it terribly good, but if it's not blended well, I'll come back and blend it a little better. Put a little white over on this side. I think I caught a little of that blue in there, but that's all right. There we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't like even numbers. I know there's a little green in here, but 1, 2. Going to do purple in these little tags here. So this is the grade lavender. And we'll do it in the beads. Okay, getting towards the end of the page, so I can just put in the other colors as we go. This is the grape, black grape. And Parma violet. And back with the grade lavender. It's Not as dark as it should be up there, but I need to get down a little closer. And just a little white on that side. So we have the purple, the green, okay, that works over there. Tag here and here, and then the lettering will be black, so we'll worry about that at the end of the video. I think we have 1, 2, I'll put a green one in here. It's going to be real careful going around because I think I did this in pencil. I'll just go all the way around it, and you're just going to have to erase it. Okay, then we'll go in with the green moss. And just do it like that. Now on the inside of here, we'll use the Caran d'Ache blender, not touching the black any, and just blend those colors together a little bit better. We've got some black up there, so we're going to have to darken that with a little bit of the green ochre. Just like that. Bring in the white a little bit here. Okay, that's good enough. Here we're going to do, I think, a purple one. Purple. This is the grade lavender. Oh, good Lord. I'm so sorry. I don't even have it up so you can see it. So like this one, I'm just going to go over the base with the lightest color, going over all the lettering, going in between the little pieces. I'll go in with the secondary color, which is the Parma Violet. And we did dark down here and dark up here, so we're going to follow that line. We'll go back over those black lines and get them the right color. We're doing purple here. I need purple. I'm going for green. Turn it a little bit. This is black grape. Okay, then back in with the grayed lavender. Okay. I guess that's our purple over there, our pink over here, blah, 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 getting us all our colors. Kind of blend that a little better. Blending stick here. There we go. Now we have inking to do. I'm going to put the black details in later. Well, maybe I'll end or stop the video right now, put in the black, and then I'll be right back. It's just, you know, the same as we did before. Either with a pencil or, and I think I might go with a pen, and you're just going to darken in the letters. But I have to get down a little closer than the camera is going to allow for me to get in there and get all those letters done right. So I'll get those done and then I'll be right back. Okay, what I'm going to do is use my little friendly eraser, and I'm going to put some stripes in these areas here. I did warn you about the cars going by. So Kenny had gifted me these, and this little eraser fits right in these lines, and I kind of want to put some lines in here. It's probably going to erase the little black that I just put in here, but that's okay. I'm going to try to avoid it. So I'm just going to get an angle here. I'm going to put it up here, and then I'm going to just go in that line and bring some down. And then on this side, I'll just do it on the same thing. And then when we pull them away, we should have some nice even lines going down there. I think I'll put one, if I can find those other lines I just did, get the same angle, and we'll, there we go, put one up here too. There we go. Then we get some shine going in there. We're going to do that on this one too. It'll show up more in the darker areas. So we just want to put a little shine in there, and whatever you don't like I don't know if I like that one, we're just going to cover that one up a little bit. So the shine shows, but it doesn't show too much. Okay, I like the one on the purple. So we're going to leave that one. And I think that'll be it on those. So I think it's inking time. I'm going to ink like a platform for all this stuff to sit on. And I'm going to be inking the background in here in some purple and blue to match everything here. And I think it's going to be like 2 tones of the blue and then throw in a little purple here and there. So we're going to take the darkest color blue, which is the stormy skies here, and we're going to put a base down that kind of looks like it would be a table or a floor or whatever these things are sitting on. So we're going to get the ink pad, really nice and wet. Let's see if I have a blank piece of paper over here I can test this on. This is the one I used to figure out if I want green, and I think that will work for our base down here. So let's see. I'm gonna go, I'm just using the corner there. I think it's probably up higher for these guys. The little white and the leftover things, I think I'm just going to go in with stickles on, because I'll be perfectly honest, I'm getting really kind of tired of the page. And I want to get it finished. So if I cover up anything, that's okay. I don't know if everybody else feels that way when they get towards the bottom of the page. And then under this guy, and probably up there. Okay. Something like that. Maybe it's up a little higher on that side. So we have kind of a table for them. Other side over here. I'm going to go under this one. Maybe up a little higher up here. Underneath our frog. In between his toes. Under his belly. If you get some in there and you don't want it, look at his belly here. I got some blue. Wipe it off before it sticks in there. I've got glitter on there, so it will stick onto the glitter. Don't want it on his feet either. And we took it up here, so we want it about here. And put it down in here somewhere. And it isn't very easy to get it in the crack of the book, but we're going to try. Then I'm just going to pull some of this up lightly. So if it wasn't a perfect line, that's okay. At least we have a base where it should be. Okay. I know, big mess. I am going to lift the camera. Hopefully you can see the whole page when I'm doing this. I'm going to take some of this. I've got a paper on the outside, dab it on the outside. If you want, pull it in Just gonna kind of go here and there. I want the edges darkest, so I will put a lot more ink on that area. We'll bring it up on the top. We'll get some spots a little darker, some spots a little lighter. I'm going to spray water on it and do all sorts of stuff, but we want a background here. I don't know if you can see this side. So depending on the pressure you put on, you can get a really soft look. If you put in more pressure, it'll darken, depending on the ink you have in here also. Go across here. Remember, this one's glass, so you can actually put it in there. And there we go. We kind of want this dark one out here. All right. That looks good. That is Stormy Sky, if I forgot to mention that. Okay. Now we're going to come in with Broken China. All I'm going to do is grab a piece of paper here and wipe off some of this ink that's on the pad, and then go right into the Broken China and add some of it. It's going to be brighter. You just want to kind of put it here and there. Mix it in with the other color. Okay, now we're going to go in with the purple. What I'm going to do again is just grab one of my little cards I have here on the table. And wipe a bunch of that blue off. Go into the purple. And see, it just changes to purple. We're going to go around the edges, maybe down here, up here. Just going to throw some purple in. We don't want little circles, so we want to make sure we have enough ink on that. Do a light circling if you want to blend it out a little bit. Let those blend together. Put a little down in here. A little on the other side of the page. You can go in those little areas if you want to. Get a little purple on the bottles. You just play around with the ink. That's the fun part. Okay, we want some over here. Down here, maybe around the frog. Down in this area. Okay. Add a little more of this purple down here. Give a shadow to these things that are on the ground. Boom. Then we're going to get the water. Sorry if I moved the camera. And a rag. And wipe it off the page. I love that effect. Do this side. Okay. Need a little more up here. This one has some stuff coming out of the bottles, so we'll get that lightened up. Okay. I basically have to let this dry before I do anything else, but I do want to go around and darken these edges, darken the bottom again. I'm going to bring in some white splatters and a whole bunch of stickles and Posca. So we'll let this dry for a little bit and we'll be right back. Okay, the page is all dry and I'm just going to go in with some more of this darker two tones, the purple and the Stormy Sky. What color do I have on this thing right now? It's blue, so I'll just go in with the Stormy Sky here. Gonna get it all inked. We're gonna do the corners. I'm gonna keep it over here. You can go over the inking that you already did, and the white or lighter spots are still going to show up. So they're just going to be a different tone. I want the corners really dark up here, and I want these edges down here dark too. So I'm just going to go in with this color down here on the bottom and really darken it up down in this area. If you'll notice, those gems are still staying nice and light. It's because they have the wax base on them. The dark circles do not. Okay, so we're going to darken that up, and we're going to darken it over here. Okay. We're going to move the book a little bit so I can get over on this side. Or we're going to darken it up here. Now if you use, because I'm using Distress ink, if you used the oxide ink, it would cover these and you'd have to wipe it off before it dried. The oxide is more opaque than, I want to get it dark under his tummy, and I'm going to have to wash that off of that tummy again because it gets right in the stickles that I put in there, which I don't want it to do. Get a little bit of a blue tummy. Okay. More darkness on this side and the corner up at the top. You can see the corner now. Pull up your paperwork that you have back here. Put it in. If you want it darker anywhere else, you can just add it in there. I want to get this a little bluer instead of purple. There we go. Nice dark blue there. A little darker over on this side. down here a little. Up at the top. Okay. And then maybe a little over on this side. And put it in through the glass. Up through the candle. Okay. Now we're going to wipe off that ink as much as I can and put the right lid on that and go in with the purple again. We're going to put a little purple, I don't know where you can see, I gotta figure it out here, down in this corner. It'll darken that up a little bit more. We want to keep our edge here. Where our, I don't know, table area is. I'll put a little more darker up there. Just wherever you like. Just play with it. Have some fun. It's a little light there. Not too much purple around the purple. And we'll put a little of that on this side too, and up at the top. There. So you can put as many layers as you want on here. I'm just going to go back into the blue one. So I want a little blue down here. And I think a little blue up there. Right around in here. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing with the water. We have a lot of ink on here, so we're going to just do one side of the page at a time. And then go around and wipe it up. Okay, make sure you got it all up. Then go to the other side. Go down there on the bottom too. Okay, and wipe it up. I don't know if we got any up in there. There we go, a little over here. Make sure everybody got a little spritzer on it so we have a uniform coloring going on here. Okay. And see how nice and, oops, sorry, did not mean to hit you. Nice and dark that got it. Piece of paper over here. Now we're going to make it stand out more when it dries. I'm going to go in with black grape and kind of darken our table set here, or ground, or whatever you want to call it. We're going to sharpen it up and bring that color down. We'll darken the areas underneath our bottles, our frog. I have to wait for it to dry. It's not going to do much when I'm trying to do it that way. We'll get that done. It's going to dry. Again, like I said, I'm going to put water or white splatters on it. I've shown that before in a film. All I do is take some white acrylic paint. It's matte. I put it on a well, plastic sheet, whatever you have laying on your desk, basically, is what I grab. This one's dirty, but I just put some on there, and I take a paintbrush that I have sitting here on my desk. This is the one I use for splattering. Put a little water in it, mix it, and then just tap it, and you get the little white dots all over. Before I can do that, it has to dry, and I have to decide. It's still a little wet over here. Washed my hand through water. I have to decide if I'm going to do these stars in silver or if I'm just going to do them in a diamond sparkle. I did diamonds on him. There will be some of this on the black areas that I did. Really glad that didn't bleed when I put water on it. So there'll be little, well, sparkles in all of this stuff. But like I said, this all has to dry. I have to put the sparkles on before I put the splatter on, or I won't be able to do much on the splattered areas. It's got a little purple in here. I must not have gotten that colored well enough. It's kind of cool, so I'm going to leave it. I think it looks neat. Maybe I'll put a little purple in here. Let's see if I can. Yeah, we'll put a little purple there. Since there was some here, and we'll bring that up on that side. That's not bad. We'll throw in some blue too. I want to play now, huh? And this is the broken china that I'm just going to bring in. There. Put a little water on that. Maybe I can get some of that off. I liked it whiter up there. There we go. Boom. And whiter there. Okay, awesome. Lid. This one's purple. Okay, so yeah, when I get back after this is all dry, I will show you what I ended up doing. Putting the stickles on is just, it's a squeeze bottle, and you just squeeze out some color. I'll put some in over here. Yeah, it's coming out. We'll put it in here. It's the fun part. It adds a lot of fun. So before I get crazy here and have you watch 20-30 minutes of me putting little dots all over the place, I'm going to stop the film. I'm going to do these, and then I'll show you what it looks like at the end. So just put them wherever you want, on the little dots, on the little stripes, on the little polka dots that she has laying around. Put them down here on these little round things that I don't know what they are and didn't want to sit in color. So you can put them on those. Little dots or bubbles coming out of this bottle. You can do in that. I'm going to do some in silver, I think. I think I'll do the stars in silver. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll show it to you when we're done. So if you wait just a second, in the magic of filming, it'll be done in a millisecond. Hold on. Okay guys, we're back. And like I said, magic of videos. Here we go. I'm going to see if I can't get it to show you all the glitter that's on here. I don't know if it will. There we go. Okay, on the black is where it is, on all the spots. Around on the black on the purple bottle and the number 3. The knot on the black. All of the stars are glittered. White outlined, sorry. And so are the little dots over here. I don't know if I can get it to shine on that side of the page, but little dots and the stars on this side also. Okay, there we go. So I'll leave a picture at the end of the video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was very long, but sometimes it takes forever to get one of these double page spreads done. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video. I hope you all had a wonderful time watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, everyone. Bye now.